Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on one of my favorite decks in Standard at the moment. Not just at the moment, probably just period, that I realized I've never actually done a profile for before, and it is Lascaria. I've realized I've never actually done a profile for this deck before, so I thought I would do that now with the new support coming out in a few months. I thought that'd be fun. So unfortunately in Lascaria, unlike a lot of the other Stoicheia decks, you don't get much of a choice in the ride line. This is just the best ride line you can be playing for the deck, obviously. I mean, it's designed for the deck, so, I mean, yeah. Um, you get the one that searches any grade 2 or higher Blitz order. You get the two that top 5 for a Blitz or Veleno. And then you get grade 3 Lascaria. But into the actual deck, where we actually do get deck choices. Uh, so we will then immediately proceed to name something we don't get a choice with, and that is 3 copies of the additional Lascaria for Persona Riding. We've got 4 of the Restander, then we've got 4 of the pink guy that is a 15k booster pretty much at all times. It's will pretty much always be an unconditional 15k booster because you will always have your units. Uh, The Soul Blast 2 can be kind of heavy, especially in conjunction with some of the other Blitz orders we've got, but the option to get something back does come up a lot, and very, very helpful, especially with some of the top deckers that we have to search for things. Also, just to make columns, get things that get killed earlier in the game. Um, very, very useful. So it is justified at 4. So previously I was running the grade 2 common from Divine Set 1, I think it was, which is another reviver. But this is just much more utility than that. You almost never use the previous one's effect. So this is the only non-Veleno normal unit outside of PGs that we actually run. Uh, I'll be honest, I don't know the name of this cycle. I just know that this is good. I think it's like the order cycle or something. If you've got a blitz and drop, Soul Blast 1 when it attacks, gains 10k. At the end of battle, it attacked a Vanguard, Counter Blast 1, bind it, search your deck for grade 2 or greater blitz order without regardless. Uh, so the Counter Blast 1 can be a bit iffy because you do have so many things that do use Counter Blast, but the fact that Lascaria can refund it once we use a blitz order does kind of mitigate it. Uh, I don't think I would go more than 2, just because it's not a Veleno unit, so it can kind of mess up things for attacking, especially since Lascaria needs 5. Uh, for this one, because this is crazy good for the deck, much like the pink guy, need to have 3 Veleno units to gain the 5k. But on play, count plus 1, look the top 7 for a Veleno or non-Regulus piece Blitz. Very, very good. Similar to that, we've got 2 of this. Don't have a whole lot else that I think would be better to play than this. So we're just kind of playing this because more searching is good, I suppose. It's also an unconditional 10k, so it's very, very good for the early game rush. If anything, you would maybe bump this up to 3 just for that additional early game rush, just to see more of her. Instead of playing 3 of her, though, I'm playing 3 of this guy. I really, really like this card and initially really undervalued it. So in the end of your turn, if you have 5 or more units with Veleno, Counterblast 1, bot deck him, add 2 blitzes from your drop to hand, so you can just keep recycling Dreamblade. Very, very good. Very, very appreciated. And I don't know, yeah, it's just good. We've got our 3 PGs, which I mean, obviously good, but unlike other decks, aren't as needed. I mean, you still need them, obviously. You still would run 3 of them, but there'll be multiple times it's like, oh darn, I don't want to PG this because I want to be greedy and draw a card off Lascaria. But you still run them, obviously. For the OT, we run Bless Favor. Uh, I don't know if you'd really run any of the other ones. Like, you could be greedy, I guess, and play the generic normal Obaria one. If you have like two of the restanders, that could be cute and greedy. But like, I think Bless Favor is just overall the best for any Stoicheia deck, unless there's a very niche thing you're trying to do. The other triggers, we've got 4, 8 crits. Uh, this never comes up, like putting it to soul, never comes up. Better to have than not have, though. We do have fronts, though. You don't need draws because of how much Lascaria actually draws for you. Uh, Especially since you've got restanders, the fronts are just extra nice to have. So we've got our 4 heals, we've got just 3 normal ones, but then we've got one copy of the if your opponent's grade is higher than yours. So in my like uh locals format, lots and lots of stride decks are running around. And also just in general, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 or 6 stride decks now. And that's not even considering the decks that will just run a grade 4, like Drajuled or something. I know Drajuled is not the best thing in the format at the moment, but the argument is still there. You also don't want to be using your blitzes while you're on grade 2. So for this to just be a 20k guard while you're on grade 2 and they're at grade 3 is so appreciated. You will come to love it. I thought about bumping it up just for that reason, but obviously you're not always going to be at a lower grade than your opponent. Blitz orders. We've got our 4 Dream Blades because we're playing Lascaria. Kind of just need them because otherwise you're playing at a handicap. Sanctitude because you are playing Vanguard. If you don't play it, you're playing at a handicap. 3 Sweet Honey Gardens. So this is the other thing that conflicts with this guy's Soul, because this is Soul Blast. It is thankfully only Soul Blast 1. You don't build up Soul, like there's no way to build up Soul outside of just a riding. So once you Persona Ride, you'll have 4 Soul. So I don't know, you can do like this once and like then this twice or something, or before you even Persona Ride, you can only do like one or the other. But against 25k shield, if you've got 25k power to your Vanguard, technically, because you're not actually guarding with it. If you've got a Blitz, 15 otherwise. This is the only like optional thing, I suppose. This could be taken out. It's just a meta call, I suppose. Watermelon. Just realized it doesn't actually have watermelon in the name. Everyone just calls it watermelon because of the art. So I will read it off. Choose one of your... So you counterblast. Choose one of your units being attacked. It gains 10k until end of battle. Choose one of your vanguards and it gets auto, red text, vanguard. When your opponent's front row unit stands or your opponent unit is placed on front row vanguard circle, this unit gains 5k until end of turn. So just good against like multi-attackers, you know? It helps defend yourself. And it draws off Lascaria, which is very appreciated. Is there anything else to say about the deck? I don't really feel like there is, because it's a very straightforward deck, I feel, to build. It's just, you put the couple good Lascaria Veleno units in, and then it's just the 4 Dream Blades, the Sanctitude, and then your personal preference of Blitz orders. We'll scroll up though here. Here we've got my deck code, if you are interested in looking at it more closer, I suppose, and looking at the actual card effects. But yeah, besides that, that is the deck profile. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it informative, and I will talk to you next time. Okay. Bye everyone.